what do you say to, okay, have your passion, but passion has to pay the utility, the phone bill or the water bill or whatever. But at the same time, you're going to zig and zag, especially when you're younger. You're going to cut your teeth. You're going to learn. The important lesson is, okay, this isn't it. So we can eliminate that or move away from that and start, shaping and forming what it is, whatever it is. But at the same time, life happens. So while you might enjoy it, might not be a passion, but it's providing something, the others it's serving might be your family. So if there's a balance where if it's absolute, it's not you're despising or resentful or have disdain for the company you work for or the type of work you're doing, but if it's not this pure passion. However, what it's able to provide is this fulfillment that your family is taken care of, that the loved ones around you are able to advance, and you're providing pathways for their aspirations. How do you see in your research, and what you've learned over the years, how that balance is? You know what I'm saying? Like there's two dials. If we're only looking out for the passion, we may never, it's possible you may never ever find that 100% pure every day. I'm waking up. I can't wait to get my feet on the ground and run out and do what gives me money. But on the other hand, there's the reality, right?
Yes. So life well-being has many domains. Money, of course, is one, but family, friends, work, health, religion, society, all of these matter. Now,
Adventure.
adventure. Now, you mentioned that you've lost your father at a young age.
Yes, I was
Every
13.
family,
I was
every
13.
person, every family has points of pain. Our point of pain is our older daughter who is living with a mental illness, bipolar illness. So no one that I know has all of those domains perfect,
Yeah.
including work that is also a passion. So what we do is we try to kind of transfer well-being from one domain to another. If you have enough money, it is easier to support a child who is living with mental illness and cannot work and earn money on her own. If you are in a situation where your work is not really a vocation, you still need that work. Well, you can fill it in by being a good father and mother, being a good brother or sister. You can fill it with other kinds of work, volunteer work. All of those matter. So for example, my wife does a lot of volunteer work for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And she has helped so many people and families who are going through what we did. So she's speaking from experience and she's speaking from knowledge that she has acquired. And so that is what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
cannot really perfect one
Yeah.
thing. And life well-being is not dependent on friends or marriage. Yes, it depends on them, but it depends on so many things. And learning to live with that pain, learning to apply medicine from one domain to pain in another, that really is something that we should all reflect on rather than dwell on that pain. And I know it's difficult. I mean, when we found out that our older child is living with mental illness, or it was shocking. It seemed like
Yeah.
my entire world is
Yeah.
collapsing. Here I was, I did all the right things, got a PhD, got a job. Why is it happening to me? Well,
Yeah.
of course, now I know it happened to me because stuff like that happens, and I have to live with. And we figured it out. I mean, our older daughter ends every conversation by saying, I love you.
Mm.
What more can you ask for, especially if you have enough money to buy her food and provide housing and the rest of it? So, you might say, well, that's kind of banal, but life is just like that.
Yeah. No, I don't hear it as banal. Again, I'm being self-referential. I'm a little bit on in my years. I have children, a daughter in college, some younger children in elementary school. And there's a phrase, I'm coming up on a birthday myself, and I'm getting a little bit philosophical about life. And, there's a phrase, Meyer, you talk about the domains of life, whether it's health and fitness, financial well being, your education, your relationships, your family, your dreams, adventure, religion, your spirituality, your creativity. All those are realms and domains of life. To have all of those firing on full pistons, it would be amazing. And maybe sometimes they are, and more often than not, some are ebbing and flowing differently. But day to day, there was a great commercial, and I know you've been in the States for a long time. There was a donut commercial where the guy woke up early and it was said something like, time to make the donuts. And it was every day. The guy woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning and went and made the donuts. But the end of the scene is the joy of people that came in and were picking out the jelly donut and the one with the colored sprinkles, and the kids who loved, the bear claws and all that. And that was the joy. But waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning and putting your apron on and kneading the dough and preheating the oven and cleaning out the display case. It's not very sexy, you know, it's boring, but that enables you to have a child who has the mental illness. She says she loves you after every conversation. You have food, a home, and so much more, I'm sure. I know you shared with me. And I know she has a fantastic relationship with your other daughter, which just warms my heart so much. And I know it does you and your wife.